Oh boy. Oh boy. Update here, North Carolina. Negative 6,028 degrees. Fuel is frozen. Blood is almost freezing. I am freezing. It's like 8:30 in the morning. Supposed to get an earlier start. Phil, what time did I say I was going to be here today?
Oh, 8.
8.
I
I said
7:30.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I said I was going to be here at 8. Somehow I've been here, and I have 3 kids to deal with in the morning. So I have to wake them up. Yo, dude told me the other day, he was like, hey man, thank you. I was like, for what? He was like, somebody told me that he read something on Facebook. He was like, thank God for waking me up this morning. And I woke him up that morning, so.
Wow.
To him, I'm God.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Only on Mondays.
Well, only on Mondays. All right, so we're about to load up the Caprice and head down to Blaizing Performance. They are going to be doing all the work on the Caprice. I got a plethora of parts in the back seat. Almost all of them. The only thing I'm missing is valve springs because I just forgot to get a set. And push rods, they're going to measure to make sure the push rods should be good. But we were talking about milling the heads. We're not going to mill the heads, so it should just take a 7400 push rod. We're rocking the new TKM Performance Big Stick, which is their new all-motor camshaft. And I tell you what, if you want to get your muffin cap peeled back NA.
Suburban.
Oh, I like that. If you want to get your muffin cap peeled back NA, that's what you need. Before we load everything up, I'm going to tell you guys, first link in the description below is a Stormwork January 9th. If you're coming, make sure you sign up with myself, JDR, or Storm Hub stuff, and we'll get you guys taken care of. It's a good way to make money. And Phil's actually been doing Stormwork this year.
Yeah, hopefully. If I'm making enough money building turbo kits, I can buy a diesel truck.
You don't even need a diesel truck. Just oh, dude, Phil got a new Suburban. If this thing was a 2500, he could have been out there doing that.
8-lug swapping.
8-lug swap it.
Bro, I got 20 kids, bro. I need something with third row seats.
I hear you. So we're going to load up on Phil's sketchy trailer, strap the car down. I'll walk over here and tell you guys what I got going on real quick. It's running all right. It's running kind of smooth right now. I got whoa, hold on. I thought this was new. What do we got? Oh, it is new. We're good. All right. I panicked right there. You guys heard me panic. Whoa. That was my panic voice. All right. Stock 6-liter LS3 heads. So we're going to leave the stock heads on there. There's the TKM camshaft back there. I got new head gaskets. I got head bolts. I mean, I got the Brazzel crosser. Has a whole cam kit and everything. A whole DOD delete kit. I mean, I got it all. I got the head studs right there. I got a melting oil pump. It's going to be a nice little setup here. If I ever want to slap a nice set of heads on it, we can make some power NA. But I'm not going for power. I want to let you guys know, I'm not going for power. I make like as much power as I want to in all my other cars. Make 20-some hundred horsepower to the ground. Cal makes like 1,200 to the ground. The Colorado made like 1,500. I just want something that sounds good and drives around. So I'm not looking to make the most horsepower. So if you think I'm getting in this battle with this all motor battle, I'm not. I just want something that sounds good and runs good that I could drive. That's it. The guys at Blaizing Performance, Chris and Dusty, they're like experts on this stuff. They are 4-door experts. They do a lot of late model GM stuff. Whether you got a 5th gen Camaro, a Corvette, a C6, anything, hit them up and they will get you guys taken care of. They got a couple little tips and tricks that they're going to do to this thing to make it perform a little bit better, and they're going to tune it. So I've known those guys a while. They do really good work, and I'm excited to get the car down there so they can put their magic on it. We're going to go down there, we're going to talk with them, and it should be a fun little build. Like I said, I'm going to run it at the track a little bit, but I'm not going straight for horsepower. I'm not going straight for ET. I think it'll run good at the track, but I'm not chasing any records or anything like that. But I think it's going to be fun. I just want it to sound good. I want it to run good. I got a little converter for it. Matt at Gross Performance Solutions GPS. You guys know Matt. Check him out on Instagram. He hooked me up with a converter. I got a Variam intake, LS9 head gaskets. I got other injectors to run on E85. I got a spare set of coils, timing chain, cam bolt, valley cover, front cover. I got everything to do a DOD swap. So I'm excited. We're going to get this thrown on the trailer here and head down to Blaizing Performance. I think Phil's going to ride with me, and he's going to save my ass because I forgot to edit yesterday's video. So I got to do that now, and then we should be good. So I'm going to do it on the way down, and we'll make it happen. can't get out with open. You have to go out with closed. I thought we might be all right.
Dukes and hazards.
Phil's robotic hips about to make an appearance.
Right. In the hazard.
Crap.
Probably ash you too.
All right, guys, we are up here at Blaizing High Performance. It is a little bit chilly, but I guess that's what North Carolina is doing lately. We're out here with Chris and Dusty, and we just dropped it off, and they're already going over what the car. We couldn't not know what was wrong with it. My bet was a broken piston, but just did a compression check on the hole that was missing, and it does have compression, so maybe the hole is very small. No, just kidding. Should have no hole, so fingers crossed. We only have good luck with this thing. But we're up here at Blaizing High Performance. They're going to be doing all of the work on this build. They do all the late model GM stuff, mainly the LS stuff. But I will say, as you can see by all the four-door cars sitting around, I'd say your forte is the four-door LS cars. And you guys seem to got it going on. Tell them about your car a little bit. I want them. You guys have seen Chris at the No Prep. We're out there with the G8. You went a couple rounds?
Yeah, a couple.
What's the setup on it? What's it? Do you release times? Is it a no time car?
Yeah, it's not really a no time car. It's a fully built Texas speed rotating assembly. It's got about 8 to 1 compression.
Damn!
Yeah. Real big cam, 265 Texas speed heads, gears, and nitrous, but we haven't been able to spray it much because the stock 6L80 is not liking it.
But it runs good. What have you been with it?
We've been 1020s in the quarter mile and all motor.
Literally faster than Phil. Literally faster than Phil.
138, 60 foot time. Not on that run, but.
What? Well, you got a damn race car. Any of your Hondas, his is a street car. Yours is a race. Phil, don't try to.
He got smoked with milkshake there.
Oh my God! We don't want to see any Honda crime here. No. So you guys focus on like mainly the. I don't say you focus on the G8. Everyone brings you all the G8 stuff, the SSs.
Yeah,
you guys,
we're in deep with a lot of the G8 groups, and with a lot of them, word of mouth kind of goes a long way. So.
And you guys, I feel right at home with bringing you this. I mean, this is right up your alley. It's not a G8, but it's pretty much like a G8 underneath. Yep. You guys are gonna be doing some trick stuff with it. We're doing camshaft and converter. You guys are mentioning you're doing all the tuning to it, messing with the transmission, some little things with that. What are your kind of tricks? Do you guys reveal any of those secrets?
Yeah, no, we don't really hide anything. It's with the transmission, we're just gonna put a cooler on it. Probably put a Camaro pan on it, which is a little deeper, gets you a little more coolant, a little more fluid capacity, because you got a converter to put in it too, right?
Yep, I got like a 3,000 stall converter.
Yep. And that's, you gonna do anything tanking in the engine?
Yeah, I mean, gonna do headers eventually.
Yes, no headers at this. All right, don't judge us. Don't judge us on the sound. I'm impatient in the headers. I got some awesome headers coming from G8 only. Joe at G8. Is it G8 only?
Yeah.
It's Joe at G8 only. I'll put a link in the description to this video.
Only, LSX only, anything only.
He's got it.
Joe's got it.
And he hooked me up with a set of Cook's headers, but they are backed up a little bit, and I'm impatient. So like, all right, we're just gonna put this on the car with the stock manifolds. So when the headers come in, we'll throw the headers on there.
It'll
so
be a good test.
Yeah, don't judge me on the sound of this thing. It's got the new T-cam, the big stick cam in there, which you guys have your own specific cams that go really fast. I'm going for sound, so probably not the first choice, but we've never run it before, so I don't know.
Did you give out the specs on that cam yet?
No, I just said it's massive.
Okay.
Which is that?
It is massive.
It's pretty massive.
It's massive.
Is it as big as what's in my car?
It's probably close.
It's probably close. We were going size matters around here. So I told Kevin, I said I want to sound good, I want to chop, and hopefully it does that. But don't judge us on the sound. No headers going on it. But we got a cold air intake, cam kit, push rod. You guys got to get some push rods and valve springs.
Some push rods, valve springs, camshaft, DOD delete, which takes these Mechanics long lifters out.
Which is, I think, what the failure is.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. I mean, that's typical, and the sound that's making us top end. So, and what you have is 4 cylinders on here that have special lifters that collapse, and they're supposed to take up the slack when they collapse, when the oil pressure ceases to go to them. They're supposed to take up the slack. So mechanically they fail internally, and you end up with valve train slack, and the valve stops opening and closing, and gets some noise.
And that's kind of like, I think, the downfall to the LS engine is like the lifter failure, and that's why I buy them all for like $100. You can go and get one that's lifter failure, put some lifters in it, and if everything's good, if you got good luck. Right. Unlike me, everyone I buy's got a broken piston. Very excited about the E85 because this car, because I've never had a car that you could just like drive around. So this thing, all said and done, it should be 400 plus horsepower, crank up, drive around, daily driver. Do you think is that fair to say?
Yeah, that should be doing it. It'll be fun.
That's
We haven't, most any cam you throw in a 6-liter in these will make 400 at the wheels.
and if not, I know I got a dyno at my shop, so I can just adjust it. We'll make on paper. I'll have 400 horsepower no matter what.
Put 100 pounds of air in the tires.
Daily driver. I'm gonna drive around. I got some wheels and tires. I'm gonna lower it, and we're gonna have some fun. So I appreciate you guys helping me out doing all the work on this thing. If you guys at home need anything, you guys sell parts, you guys do installs, you do tuning. So really one-stop shop for all your late model GM performance. And we're in like the farmland. Is this Durham? I didn't know if we went to a different state. Or
Good side of Durham.
So if you guys need anything to your late model GM, I mean, you guys do work on Corvettes, Camaros, 5th gens.
Absolutely.
You do any truck stuff?
Yeah, we do truck stuff too. Drop it off.
LS trucks.
Leave it with us, pick it up. It's done. It's tuned. It's
Painless.
Ready to go. It's making power. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And we stand behind everything. So.
Awesome. Well, I'll put all you guys' information in the description below. So if you guys at home need to get up with them, you guys can get up with them and get some horsepower, because everybody needs a little bit more horsepower. And I'm excited. And yeah, I tried to be a good customer. I brought some oil. I brought like everything but like trunnion upgrade, valve springs, and push rods. So if none of the parts fit, you can be like, dude, customer supplied parts.
Yeah.
So,
Customer supply parts. Ooh.
I even got bougie. I got like an underdrive balancer, making them another 5 horsepower. So we'll see. I'm coming for you though at the end. So be careful.
I know you're lucky Travis sold his car, I guess.
I know.
Talking about you.
There it is. Where's it housed? Do we know where it comes from now?
The drag pack's not on there.
That is the fastest SS. I don't know what city it's in, but that's the fastest SS wherever it's from.
Yeah.
It moved. Travis don't own it no more, so. All right, so before we left, we had to come in the garage and check everything out. We're here with Chris's G8. In case you guys are wondering, it's not a GTO. This is not a GTO, so everyone at home knows. And you talked about it a little bit. What's the setup on it? Like, what is everything going on with it here?
Yeah, we've got a it's a 6.0 Texas speed rotating assembly, and it's about 13-to-1, just under 13-to-1 compression. So we got a lot of compression. We got the 260 PRC heads. They're angle milled. We got as much compression as we could get out of this thing. Is that's kind of the route we wanted to go. We wanted a strong NA motor. It was actually built for nitrous, so the ring gaps opened up, the bearing clearances are opened up. We're trying to make some big power with it, but we haven't sprayed it really at the track yet. So this NA, it ran so good NA, it made
560 at the motor.
560
at the wheels on motor.
560 on motor.
Yeah, it's pretty
God
nice.
dang.
So we're like, well, and the converter's a little tight. Everything's kind of a nitrous build, and we're like, let's try it on motor. So, we pulled a little weight out of the car and waited till the weather got good and everybody hit the track last year. We ran some 1020s.
So you're in 1020s on motor.
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's very impressive.
The fastest LS3 top end motor. In other words, like, it's not a LS7 heads, LS7 intake. That seems to be all the guys that have been faster have LS7 heads and intake. So we still have the factory style ports and factory intake. It's actually a Rick Crawford rodded intake on here. So,
and we did spray it on the dyno, and it made 730 and 830 torque at the wheels on a 200 shot.
Dude, I can't believe it made that kind of power on motor. My nitrous car made 420 on motor. Like, that's a whole nother world. That's serious right there.
You gotta make power to get these things to move.
Yeah.
It's so heavy. If you put this motor in something like a Corvette or something lighter,
it'd fly.
Yeah.
And it sounds. I got that little clip of it running. I mean, it sounds absolutely awesome. And you drive it around, right?
Yeah, we drive it a good amount of time. Last week or a couple weeks ago, went to a little cruise in with my girls, and we all drive it around. We go to car shows and stuff with it. We do a little bit of the car show stuff, and trying to.
It's super clean too. So so it runs good, it sounds good, and it's clean. And Phil, I was telling you, this thing's your tit, dude. 1020 on motor, you're in trouble.
With what?
You're hurt.
In trouble with
You're
what?
hurt. Well, anything you got running right now, you're hurt.
We got milkshake, bro. What's good?
Bro, you are a straight silhouette right now. All right, I gotta get you off. I gotta get you off camera. All right, so
once we get the nitrous dialed in, then we'll run it in.
Oh, you got that call out. You got that call out. Oh, you backpedaling. So this thing makes a lot of power on motor. Still stock style transmission.
Yeah.
It's the bone stock 130,000 mile transmission.
Wow.
The car has like 120 some thousand miles, so we've got another one sitting over there because on the street or on the track it'll slip even on 100 shots. So we're gotta put a lower mileage transmission in it and try to spray it. See. And
then everything in the back. I mean, you're on a guys do a 5th gen Camaro diff swap.
Yep.
Is that like an upgrade for this stuff? A little bit beefier?
It's a little better upgrade. You can modify them easier, and they got better gear ratios. This one has a 345 in it, but we're gonna actually go back to a 292 with a torque warren posi, which is a better posi, and try to leave on nitrous. So we're thinking the gear we lose will benefit us because first gear is so short. Spraying 200 shot won't really matter, and with how much gear we're gonna need, the less gear to run it out the back in 4th gear.
Awesome. You're in quarter mile with it too?
Yeah, I'm not fast enough to be an 8th mile guy yet.
Quarter mile guy.
Yeah, I'm not fast enough to be an 8th mile guy yet.
I mean, this thing's a unit to get rolling. So I mean, that thing
it is.
For how fast it does go on. I mean, on motor, I'm extremely impressed by that because that's. I mean, a lot of people can't go 10s in anything they're building, let alone do it on motor. I think that's impressive.
For
so,
sure. You know, one of the things that we pride ourselves on is the detail work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people can get something going and get something out the door and make it run. You know, but we like to do all that and still make it look nice. And,
yep.
And flow and make sense, and so
Last.
yeah, you know, it's reliable. There's a lot of features on this thing, like with the wiring. We made our own wiring harness. Everything plugs in. Everything has the Deutsch connectors. Like we can unplug the entire nitrous system with one barrel plug.
Just like that.
Take everything off, or if we have to drop the motor, you know, just make it easy to service.
And it is super clean.
I felt something. I hate that.
Super clean in the engine bay too. I mean, it's
And it still got AC, dog.
Yeah, it still has AC.
Yeah, Chris said can't take that off.
You can't find too many cars that go low 10s and have AC.
Yeah, that's serious. So, and this is
motor car.
This is all you guys kind of like brainstorm your Frankenstein. You guys, is it like a test mule for you guys? You guys try to figure some stuff out with it, and
this is that got us into a lot of the G8 stuff, and we had done some before, but not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, being my car, Dusty always would hit me up every couple months. Hey, well, we got that cam in there. Why don't we go ahead and put more stall? Why don't we spray it? Why don't we do this? Why don't we? All right, let's upgrade the motor. Let's put rods and pistons in it. So it went from it was my daily, and then now I had to buy a new daily.
The thing about it is, like, we wanted to show that we can run with some of the other shops that build these too. And
because it is kind of this. It's new to me, but there's a large following for the 4-door stuff. The G8s, the Chevy SS. I'm about to have the fastest Caprice stock bottom end in North Carolina. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying.
If somebody in South Carolina sees this video, I already know who it is. Dylan Morrison. He's gonna be calling me up and telling me that he won't smoke with your car.
We're in different levels
no,
here.
I'm
on a different level, so he's got.
That's why you put that North Carolina thing in there.
Sorry. This side of the Mississippi. This side of the Mississippi.
Might as well go ahead and change it to all Holdens.
So anything that what they call the Holden, which is I guess that's just a chassis.
SS Caprice.
I'm going to be the fastest stock bottom end.
There you go.
NA. I mean, talk to me. Hit me on the Instagram DMs.
I think the stock bottom end record is somewhere around 1050s.
Oh, that's
1060s maybe, somewhere in there.
We got that covered. Yeah, with that camshaft we're putting in there, we're good.
Oh yeah,
we're good. So, and I'm gonna try to run with you. But
that's fine.
But NA stock bottom end, so we'll see.
I think you can do it.
I think I'm in good hands here. So
yeah,
you guys are gonna have to follow the build closely on that. I'm excited. I don't think my car will ever be as clean as this, but hopefully it runs. It'll run close to this, at some point.
Yeah. No,
so just don't be hitting me up, and I'm trying to make it my daily. So don't make me not make it my daily.
The bill's a little higher than you expect.
All right. Well, you guys have a little awesome thing going on here. So guys, everyone check out the guys over at Blaizing High Performance. You guys are. I mean, look at this car. Look at this one. We got some boost pack in G8 over here. Is this like top secret too, or can you talk about this one a little bit?
No, it's pretty open build here. This is a re-sleeve 427.
This is TKM deal, right?
TKM did the re-sleeve, and they put top fuel hoops.
Awesome.
In it for us. So top fuel hoops were, he ran 930s at 153 on a
6-liter.
6-liter like LS9 crank piston rod motor with the 6L80. So same head unit, F1A94, more cubic inches. A little better intake. The fuel system is completely different. We did the whole Aeromotive We got the Aeromotive 5 GPM variable speed,
400
pump, the fuel cell.
Yep. 400 trans with a trans brake.
Cameron's
Yep.
converter, M&M shifter, air shifted.
And we're going to try to continue it with HP tuners. Right now it still has a stock computer set up, so we're going to tune it on a stock computer and see if we can make 1,000 and run 8s.
Yeah,
So,
that's impressive. I mean, can we show them the shifter setup in
Yeah,
there? Because I think the
sure.
shifter
Yeah, man,
setup.
yeah.
Here, I don't want to like, just run over here and open doors, but I guess I will.
Go ahead, man.
I think this is trick. Look at the shifter they installed. That everyone knows is my favorite shifter, the M&M. It's a 3-speed shifter, but look how they put it in the factory location. I mean, it
you guys
looks.
run the M&M on everything?
I like it. You know, some projects it's out of my budget, but you know,
Yeah,
if
this
it's
one was good. I like it. I think I'm going to use it in my
We
car
had to
too.
move the window switches into the console, made a bracket because the shifter takes up a lot of real estate. Hack up
That's-
the console inside and kind of fit the shell back over it.
that is awesome.
We got the advanced control dynamics air shifter controller there behind the switches too. So
That is sweet. I mean, this thing is awesome. This thing is definitely gonna fly.
Yeah.
For sure. For
the fuel
sure.
system's pretty trick too. That was the issue before was we actually had a 4 or an ACE performance returnless, which it worked great. Like it made awesome power. The fuel level got a little low, I think, on a pass. He stayed in it. It had Athena head gaskets and it broke the fire ring out. When it did that, it trenched the block.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, it actually bent like 3 or 4 rods. The wrist pins were bent. It detonated so bad.
God.
And it egg-shaped the cylinders. So Kevin Mullins was like, yeah, man, this thing will work. You know,
Yeah.
so said, well, sleeve it. You know, let's make it big. Let's go get some cubes out of it. We, you know, it stayed LS3 type in because we had everything. Like the build had kind of started. And you know how it is by the time you start returning stuff and paying the restocking fees
Yep.
and shipping, it's like, let's just start here. You know, if we want to put some different heads and intake on it later, we got the bore size. So, yeah, meth injection, alky control, Aeromotive. We got a fuel level sending unit in it, so the gauge works. Like
God, that is
it's still kind of
crazy.
stock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say stock, but like you can drive
It's
it.
yeah,
15
it's,
gallons, you know?
it's got all like the creature comforts,
Right,
you
right.
know, like the whole the body control module and everything works, power
Yeah,
windows and all
for
that.
sure, for
It's
sure.
got a fuel gauge. I mean, just all the things you
The
miss.
85 sensor and the return side. Yeah, so
Yeah, that was a trick. Instead of doing it up front like they normally are, he did it widened on the return side so that it wouldn't restrict flow. That way you had the big line going to the front without any restrictions in it at all.
And I felt comfortable with that because this pump makes more fuel than we're going to use. Like if it was on the edge and maybe we would demand more than we'd return, the sensor would blank out. You don't want that. But
Yep.
this thing makes a ton.
That's
So,
awesome. The install looks like, I mean, it's super clean. I mean,
hopefully
it's
we won't have any of those John
no, don't
computer problems.
don't be talking about
We don't
me.
want to be bunny hopping down. We don't want to be bunny hopping down the track.
I thought I was gonna get through this whole video. I thought I was gonna get through this whole video with that. I'm blown away how everything is. See, my issue is I'm looking at all this stuff and I'm like, oh man, I can, you know, it's
This
just,
will fit right in your car.
I'm saying it's
yeah,
just
it fits right in. It's
we're a
nothing,
fuel
man.
cell away from having
it's just
this.
a few bolts. It bolts right in. Look.
This thing is awesome. Look at everything's got bulkheads on it. I mean, this is very nice. Very nice. I see. I would just have like a sharp edge and a sharp hole.
Yeah.
I mean,
put some hose, split it, in half, put it around, whatever.
this thing looks awesome. So very sweet. I hope. Well, this.
Is he the one with the saws all cutting holes?
Yeah.
Oh, anything. Where will this car be running? Around here? Is this local?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
lives in Raleigh.
Okay, so
so-
maybe Galat somewhere
Yeah,
out there. Awesome.
Fayetteville, you know, quarter-mile stuff mostly, probably. I
Okay.
mean, we'll see. He
Maybe
races.
we need to break him in on the 8th mile stuff.
Yeah,
Galat
we
might
might
be a
do-
good track.
Yeah.
He
Be a good
actually
8th
goes
mile
to Galat a lot.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy too.
Yeah, no, this is a sweet little ride here. So I definitely don't want to line up against it on a no prep though, because everyone knows I'm first round duck and no prep, and this thing right here, it's got more ass than I can handle. So this thing is awesome. Well, all right, and you guys doing LS swap on the boat too? No.
Hey, if anybody wants a boat, brand new 4.3. man, it's in the crate
I guarantee
right
you someone's gonna come like, yo, tell me more about that boat.
here. Shop around, we'll work something out. I need my space. I bought it to sell, and that was 2-3 years ago. I'll get around to it.
That's how
my
boats
door
are.
panels match on video.
Oh my, yo, I'm leaving. That hurt. That hurt. God.
Put the car back on the
God
trailer.
dang. Thank you guys so much. I'm excited about it, dude.
brother.
Thank you. We'll be back to pick it up, and then we'll put the headers on it, and then we'll really know how it sounds. And I think you're going to come to the shop. We can do some tuning at the
Yeah,
shop?
what we'll do is once we get it straight, we'll bring it up to the dyno and we'll go ahead and tune it on the dyno as is, see what it makes, and then we could put the headers on and see what kind of difference it makes. That'd
Awesome.
be interesting to see too.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited, and I appreciate it. Everybody, go check out the guys at Blaizing Performance. Thank you so much, and I know it's in good hands with you guys. And if you guys feel like doing any body work to it, you know, I don't mind. It's got a couple dents.
No.
If you understand, you